welcome to Prudent Media. My name is Sachin Chatte and on this show we take a look at the latest releases. Today we will take a look at the new zombie horror film called 28 Years Later and Aamir Khan's new film Sitaare Zameen Par. First, let's take a look at Sitaare Zameen Par. A film that entertains, tugs your heartstrings, addresses important societal issues and retains the feel-good factor has become increasingly rare in Bollywood. Even though it is a remake of the 2018 Spanish film Champions, which also had a Hollywood remake a few years later, Sitare Zameen Par, with all its highs and lows, manages to come out triumphant. To be sure, there are far more highs than lows in this film directed by R.S. Prasanna. The adaptation by Divya Nidhi Sharma successfully captures nearly all the essential elements. When a film addresses a sensitive topic of neurodivergent children, the challenge lies in determining how preachy it should be and how much needs to be explained to the audience. Given that the general awareness of such issues in a country tends to be limited, sometimes you need a sledgehammer approach to drive the point across the board. The film opens with a quote from Prime Minister Narendra Modi about our Divyang friends who will be seen as an inspiration to the world when we celebrate the 100th anniversary of independence in 2047. What follows through the story of the film is a strong message of diversity, inclusivity and empathy. This is indeed a sports film featuring the story of underdogs and a coach who initially prefers to distance themselves from them. However, what distinguishes Sitare is its ability to intertwine various issues while providing ample entertainment. Moreover, for a refreshing change, this film does not include a villain. There is no malevolent character throughout the entire story. Now, how many Bollywood films can claim that? Very few, I would argue. In fact, this film even goes one step further by celebrating the opponents as well. To me, that subtle detail was the highlight of the film. Aamir Khan plays Gulshan, an assistant basketball coach who is assigned community service by the court. In Lagan, he was the captain of a ragtag cricket team. Here, he is the coach of a group of neurodivergent children from diverse backgrounds and varying conditions. Initially, he struggles to connect with them due to his lack of sensitivity in these matters. The screenplay cleverly guides the audience through his journey of self-awareness and understanding of others. The characters are portrayed by differently abled individuals who deliver performances akin to seasoned actors. The eclectic group includes Bantu, played by Vedant Sharma, who keeps his finger in his ear all the time. He is also related to the judge who sentenced Gulshan. Sunil, played by Ashish Pense, is a parking attendant who monitors flight timings in the sky. Lotus, played by Ayush Bhanushali, works in a dye factory and sports a vibrant hairstyle. Then there is Guddu, played by Gopi Krishan Verma, who adores pets but suffers from aquaphobia and has not bathed in a long time. And then there is Kareem, played by Samvit Desai, a dishwasher in a hotel who faces harassment from his employer. And then there is Golu, played by Simran Mangeshkar, the sole female member of the team whose interpretation of Pura Khatam Kar Do, which means should I finish it off completely, involves kicking the best opposing player in the groin. Ultimately, Gulshan begins to engage with the children and teaches them the fundamentals of basketball. Kareem enjoys throwing the ball with his back to the basket, which serves as clever foreshadowing. The film raises awareness about these special children and makes a concerted effort to clarify what constitutes normal and what does not. It even provides an explanation regarding chromosomes and the minor mix-ups that can lead to Down syndrome and other forms of neurodivergence. Gulshan's personal life is a mess. He is married to Sunita, played by Janilia Deshmukh, but they don't live together. He stays with his mom, played by Dolly Ahluwalia. The storyline is somewhat predictable. One can anticipate how all the loose ends will be resolved, but it is a journey to that resolution that distinguishes this film. Additionally, themes of redemption and self-awareness are present. There is a recurring joke regarding Gulshan's height and his unsuitability to be a basketball coach. The cast is the highlight of the film. Aamir Khan looks a bit self-aware in some of the scenes, but most of the times he is on the money. It is the supporting cast that steals the show and your hearts. Credit is also due to the director for extracting such wonderful performances. Like Sitare Zameen Par, Sitare Zameen Par is also a very special film and I'm going to go with 4 out of 5 stars for this new Aamir Khan movie, which is a perfect family entertainer. And now let's take a look at 28 Years Later. The zombies have returned following a significant hiatus. Although it did not initially present itself as a zombie series in 2001, with 28 Days Later, it gradually evolved into one. Director Danny Boyle and writer Alex Garland stepped away from their respective positions for the sequel 28 Weeks Later, which was in 2007, but they have returned for 28 Years Later. This is a stylishly crafted post-apocalyptic thriller. The distinctive touches of Danny Boyle are evident in the direction, while Garland's influence is apparent in the screenplay. At the outset, there is a sort of prologue which provides insights into the current situation and how the rage virus emerged, along with the story of a young boy who managed to escape it. 28 years after the outbreak on the remote island, we meet Jamie, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, his ailing wife Isla, and their son Spike, played by Alfie Williams. Civilization has crumbled, cities are in ruins, and nature is beginning to reclaim the earth. The rage virus, once believed to be extinct, re-emerges under mysterious circumstances, posing a threat to the few remaining survivors scattered across isolated communities. The film delves into themes of survival, memory, and the remnants of humanity in a world that has been irrevocably scarred. Jamie takes Spikes to the mainland to provide him with some training when the zombies attack. This time there is also an alpha who is significantly stronger, angrier, and more difficult to kill. As they navigate their way back, they notice a fire burning in the distance, which Jamie dismisses of. Meanwhile, Spike is solely focused on healing his sick mother, but the options are limited until he learns about Dr. Kelson, a survivor of the outbreak who may be able to cure her. He then sets off on a quest to search the good doctor, played by Ralph Fiennes, alongside his mother. The production is top-notch, the landscapes are mostly bleak and occasionally breathtaking, evoking a haunting sense of abandonment. It is also a fast-evolving world, much like ours, but under different circumstances. There are also some thrilling chases, and the climax sets the stage for the next installment, 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, which is supposed to release next year. But if you like zombies and if you like horror, then you will enjoy this one. It's called 28 Years Later, and I'm going to go with 3 out of 5 stars for this new Danny Boyle film. Well, that's what I thought of the 2 films released this week. Do let us know what you think, and I'll be back with you next week with more movie reviews. Till then, it's goodbye from me.